Hi everyone and welcome to the video. I am Ashley if you're new here, and thank you for visiting this channel. I'm really excited about this. So I have been wanting to do this video for like a week, and I was really nervous that I wasn't going to be able to do it because I didn't think that I was going to be able to get my hands on this lovely new product. And as I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a comparison of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I know that there has been a lot of advertisement on the fact that the new Urban Decay Concealer is really full coverage, and you know, as is the Tarte Shape Tape. And so I really wanted to get my hands on this because I've heard also that the Urban Decay Concealer is mattifying, and I have particularly oily skin. Don't even get me started. But, so the Tarte Shape Tape is a mattifying concealer. I like it so much, honestly. Like, I've never had a concealer that I've used as much as this. It is a little light for me right now. I have mine in the shade Light, so I think if I went like a shade darker, it still wouldn't be that bad. But I was able to get my hands on the new Urban Decay Concealer from Ulta yesterday, so I was really excited about that. I'm sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. It's so windy outside in Simi and in like literally all the areas surrounding Simi right now, so it's like the Santa Ana winds are going freaking nuts, and my skin is like meh. So we're gonna go in and get started. So I already have my base down. I used my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and then I did my brows, as you can tell, and I'm not gonna do anything for eyes in this video other than mascara, because I really want the focal point of this video to be on the comparison between the two concealers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in on this side of my face with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to go in on this side of my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I am in the shade Light Neutral, at least I hope I am. They did not have testers available at Ulta, so it is possible that this might be a shade warmer than this other side, so just keep that in mind when you're watching this. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And I know how full coverage this one is, so I'm only going to put like 3 little things under my eye, because if you put on, like, I've seen YouTubers put this on like covering their under eye, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's so much. But to each his own, I totally understand. And so then I'm going to go in and blend this one out. And as you can see, this concealer is very, very brightening, which I love because obviously this is great for covering up dark circles. If you have bags under your eyes like I do, because oh my god, but this is a really good concealer for that. So I have really no complaints about this concealer. But again, this is also a comparison video. So I'm just going in on my Clean Beauty blender, and I'm just blending that out underneath my eye. And I'm being very careful to make sure that I get all the creases underneath my eye, because before we set our concealer, I want you guys to see what each concealer side looks like before we've set it, because that can also be like, or it can be a really big difference, but again, we don't know yet. So just blending that out. And this is also the packaging that the Urban Decay Concealer comes in. It's really pretty, really like, it's silver, and like the letters are embossed on the package, so it's really pretty. And this is what it looks like, what the actual concealer packaging looks like. It is almost identical to the All Nighter foundation that they have. I do not have that foundation just because Urban Decay is definitely on the more high-end side, and I just haven't been able to afford it. So I was really happy when I was able to get this. So what I've also heard is that this does dry quickly, so I'm going to see how that goes. And that's what the wand looks like. It's definitely a lot smaller than the Tarte Cosmetics one, but I kind of like the fact that concealer ones can be smaller just because I feel like you can like move more with it. So we're going to put 3 little wipes underneath my under eye. And as you can tell, like, it looks, to me in the camera at least, like it was definitely, this is definitely like slightly warmer than this side. But now we're just gonna go and blend that in. Ooh, this is nice. Definitely like this. I can definitely like feel right off the bat that it is slightly more mattifying. It is a little bit, it definitely dries quickly, so it's like you blend it out as soon as you put it on. Or if you wait a little bit longer, just spray like some MAC Fix Plus or whatever on your beauty blender or whatever you're using to blend out with, and just to make sure that that gets blended out properly. Like, you can definitely tell, like, even in the camera that, like, this side is for sure lighter than this side, but I think this side definitely matches my skin tone a lot better than the Tarte Shape Tape does. Looking in my little mirror, it's honestly kind of hard to tell the difference, but from what I'm seeing currently, just from my opinion, as of right now, I am preferring this side a little bit more just because, let me get a little bit closer. I feel like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but to me, I feel like there's a slightly more coverage over like the darkness underneath my eye right here than there is under here. Even though the Tarte Cosmetics one is a very brightening concealer, I don't know, for some reason I just feel like it's just a little bit more full coverage on this side. But maybe that's just me. I don't know what you guys can see. Again, this video is just my opinion and what I think, like what I'm suggesting you guys to do for whatever your preference is. You guys can buy whatever you want. This is just me maybe trying to help you guys out if you're torn between the two. So it's just to each his own. It's whatever you guys want to do. This is just my personal advice. I love concealers. I especially love full coverage concealers, so I was really excited about this video. Honestly, I'm just digging the Urban Decay side a lot more. I don't know why, but I don't know. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the rest of my concealer, just like right here, down my nose and on my chin. I'm going to apply that using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, just because I really want these two sides of my face to be the focal point for the comparison, because it's kind of hard to like split those sections in half, and this is obviously like way easier. So I'm just going to apply this a little bit on my forehead really quick, down my nose, on my chin, and then again I'm going to blend that out with my beauty blender. So yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my concealer so that you guys can see what each side looks like when they're set. And for this I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This, I have been using Laura Mercier powder like since I started doing face makeup. Like since I started actually like getting into makeup, this is the powder that I've gone to. Like I know that there's a trillion translucent powders out there, but this, like, I've literally never tried another one. I kind of want to, just so that I can branch out a little bit more and see what other brands have to offer, because you never know, you might end up liking something even better than you did before. But as of right now, this is my go-to powder. So I'm just going to take a Morphe E48 brush, which is really nice for applying setting powder because it has the dome shape to it, so you can really get underneath your eye. Right, so now I'm just going to take this brush and set the underneath of my eye. I'm not going to bake or anything, I just want to make sure everything is set and pressed into the skin. And same thing to the other eye. And you will make some magnificent faces while you do this, just like doing mascara. Okay, so then this is what it looks like when the under eyes have been completely set. I'm going to look up for you guys so you guys can see what both sides look like. Remember, this side is the Tarte Shape Tape and this side is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to tell the difference when they're set. Like, aside from the fact that like this side was slightly more warm toned, honestly, like, they both look great when they're set. I don't really have issues with either of these. I always have a little bit of creasing underneath my eye just because that's just how my eye is, like, all the time. That's more of like a skincare thing that you look into, which, by the way, if you guys have any good suggestions for great skincare for oily skin, for whatever purpose, comment them down below because I want to know. I did just get the Kiehl's Deep Rare Earth Pore Cleansing Mask or something because I heard like everybody was raving about it in the reviews, so I really wanted to get that one. So I got that one. I'll let you guys know how it is, but definitely let me know of any other skincare products that you guys think would be really good for a person with oily skin to use. Alright. Differences between these two mascaras, what? Between these two concealers. Honestly, I feel like this is honestly so hard. There's like, they're both super similar, but they're also different in certain aspects. Like, this is a full coverage concealer, which I absolutely love. It is also a very mattifying concealer, which I love. This one, the Tarte Shape Tape, is a mattifying concealer. I definitely don't think it's as mattifying as the Urban Decay one, so, but it is very, very brightening, which there definitely is some of that in here, but I feel like I can kind of see, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I can see slightly more brightening on this side. This is really tough, honestly. What I'm gonna do is, for this video, I'm gonna come back in like a few hours, around like 8 or 8:30, and just come back and show you guys what they look like after I've been wearing it throughout the day. I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm just gonna be doing homework all day long, but it's still like, you can definitely tell like certain concealers do certain things throughout the day. So I'm gonna come back eventually and show you guys the differences between the two, if there are any. And then I'm also going to get some of my family members' opinions on how they think each side looks and which side they prefer. In my personal opinion, as of right now, I like that the Tarte Cosmetics one is very, very brightening. However, I love full coverage, always. Full coverage is my favorite freaking thing ever, and I feel like you can do a lot of different things to make your skin very brightening. I will definitely continue to use the Tarte Shape Tape, but I will definitely be continuing to use the Urban Decay one as well. And also there is, let's see, 0.12 floral ounces. Floral. I don't even know what that, if anybody knows what the FL is on things, like, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please correct me. But I'm gonna say floral because maybe it's fluid. Yeah. Oh my god, you guys. So 0.12 fluid ounces, I'm gonna say, of product in the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. And obviously the Tarte Shape Tape, just because, I mean, if you look at it, the packaging, Tarte Shape Tape is huge. This has, geez, okay, 0.3381 fluid ounces. So that's a lot of product in one thing. However, also look at how freaking big the wand is. It's huge. I feel like so much product just comes off of that, and even so, like, you can use this on probably like your entire face before you dunk back into the bottle, just because it's such a full coverage concealer, and you don't need to be like, all right, I'm gonna swipe all this back and forth. You can if you want to, obviously, because to each his own. People do it because they like it, they like the way it looks, and that's awesome. You do you. I personally don't feel like, because a little goes such a long way, I don't like to do that because I don't want to feel really cakey. But these are both great concealers, so I'm gonna check back in a little bit later with you guys. I'll have a little bit more makeup on, some blush, some mascara, some my bronzer, and it'll look a lot better then too. But then I will also post at that time, I will take another short video of what that is, and I will make sure that that is at the end of this video. And then I will give you guys my complete overview of what I think about these concealers. So, I'll be back. Hello everybody, Hello everybody. So I am back. It is about 8:20. It has been 6 or 7 hours since I first put on the concealers, and so right now I'm just going to be doing my check-in and kind of telling you guys what I think about these concealers overall, my friends' opinions, and things such as that. So, first of all, I think that both of them held up pretty well. I don't know if you can see it, but there is definitely a lot of the natural oils from my skin coming through, just because I have naturally oily skin. It's my like least favorite thing in the world. but I did not do a single touch-up over the course of the day because I wanted this to be like completely tried and true. So I don't know if you guys can see any of it. Most of it is like on my chin, which is where I usually get like my oiliest, and then a little bit on my forehead, and then there's like a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then I get like the most oil on my face like right here in this area and like those other areas. But so I talked to my dad, my mom, my friends on Snapchat, and I said, you know, which side looks like it's more full coverage, because that's what I'm going for. Because since both of these concealers are full coverage concealers, I was like, okay, what is the most full coverage? Because that is like what everybody's been comparing these as, which is like the big deal for me. So I looked at them and I was like, okay, like pick a side, tell me which one looks better. My mom told me right after I did this video that the Urban Decay side, and I did this without telling them which side was which so that I would be completely unbiased. And they said that my mom said that the Urban Decay side looked like it covered up my dark circles more than this side did, even though the Tarte Shape Tape is a more brightening concealer than the Urban Decay one is. And I honestly completely agree with her. I asked my friend Megan, and she said the same thing. She said that this side looks like it's more full coverage. And then I asked my dad, which is funny because obviously, I mean, he's a guy and he wouldn't really think that they would pay attention to this kind of thing, but he knows how very much into makeup I am, so he understands it. So I was like, okay, like tell me like which one's more full coverage. And he also said that this side looks more natural as well, and I actually really agree with that, because the only thing, like, and I'm not bashing the Tarte Shape Tape at all, I'm just saying that in terms of full coverage, while it is a full coverage concealer, in my opinion, I prefer the Urban Decay one, mostly because over the course of the day too, I also felt like not only did this side look more natural, it covered up my dark circle more than it did on this eye, and which is weird to me because this is the brightening concealer. My mom did say that this side of my face definitely looked brighter than the other side, which would, you know, doesn't shock me because the Tarte is a brightening concealer. But they're definitely both mattifying. I feel, in my personal opinion, that the Urban Decay one is slightly less cakey. Just because, like, over the course of the day, like, I felt like I could feel it more on this side, because, like, you know, obviously, when you do a full face of makeup, you can feel the difference between when you're wearing basic makeup or no makeup versus when you're wearing a full beat. It'd be kind of weird if you didn't, but, like, there's a difference between feeling like you have makeup on and feeling really cakey and gross, which is never a good feeling, and a lot of times, if you feel cakey, you look cakey, and that's just not cute. Nobody ever likes to look cakey. But yeah, so if you are looking for a concealer that is full coverage and is very brightening, I would suggest the Tarte Shape Tape, because that is definitely more brightening than the Urban Decay concealer. If you are looking for a much more, not much more, but like a more mattifying concealer that's going to make you look a bit more natural, which I like, because I would prefer for somebody to look at my makeup and be like, your makeup looks really pretty, and not have it be like, oh, you're wearing a lot of makeup, you know what I'm saying? So I do think that the Tarte Shape Tape does look beautiful on the skin, because it's very brightening, and I do like that a lot. But in my personal opinion, you guys, I love this Urban Decay concealer. I'm pretty sure that there is a $7 difference between these two. I could be wrong. I will link the prices for them down below for you. I want to say that the Tarte Shape Tape retails for $23, and then this I know retails for $29. You do get more product in this because it is a bigger tube, but the wand is also much bigger than this Urban Decay concealer. So overall, I think that if you're looking for a concealer that is mattifying and looks natural and doesn't feel super cakey, I think that this is perfect for you. You can also use it for cream contouring. I actually bought another concealer specifically for contouring because I want to do more cream contouring than I do right now, especially in my YouTube videos. And yeah, so my overall opinion on this is, if you are looking for a full coverage concealer that you really want to use to brighten up your face, at least even in just like certain areas, then the Tarte Shape Tape is definitely for you. But if you're looking for something that looks slightly more natural, is much, I don't say much more, but is slightly more full coverage, then I would suggest the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. But yeah, so those are my opinions. I really hope that you guys liked this video, that maybe this helped you make a decision between the two if you're trying to buy one of them and you don't really know what to spend your money on. So yeah, it just really depends on if you're looking for either a brightening concealer or one that looks slightly more natural. So whatever is your guys's, you know, preference, that is completely up to you. So yeah, that is the concoction of this video. The concoction. Y'all, I can't talk today. I don't even know what's going on. That's it for this video. I really hope this helped you guys out. Please let me know in the comments below if you liked this video, especially if you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe, and then if you are somebody who isn't super interested in makeup, or you're looking for Christmas ideas, or you know somebody that's really interested in makeup and is really passionate about it, please subscribe. Let them know to subscribe. My Instagram is ash_slay_makeup, and then I do often post polls just so that I can get feedback from you guys, because these tutorials are for you, and for some weird reason Instagram won't let me post polls on my makeup account. I don't really know why yet, but I post my polls on my regular account, which is Ashley with 2 Y's _Fisher with 2 R's, and so yeah, definitely go check that out. My main thing is just, you know, subscribe and go check out my makeup page. And so yeah, I really hope you guys like this video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave some comments down below. And also, if you guys want to see me do any tutorials with the Urban Decay concealer, then definitely put that in the comments below as well. I really want to know how many of you want to see that, because obviously Urban Decay is a very well-known brand, very popular. So yeah, if you guys want to see anything like that, I do have other Urban Decay products. If you guys want to see me do a tutorial with a majority of Urban Decay products, because I do have some of their eyeshadow palettes, then definitely let me know about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. You're all beautiful, amazing people. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.